A first look at the new Clackamas County Courthouse, why current and former leaders say this was needed. Your news starts now. Good morning. Thanks for getting up with us as we kick off your Sunday. It is 7 o'clock right now. I'm Libby Dowsa alongside Daisy Caballero. Pretty nice weather. We had prom night last night for my family, our daughter.
Awesome.
So this weather has been pretty nice for wearing fancy clothes.
Absolutely. And yeah, getting that golden hour, those golden hour photos.
And graduation.
And graduation. There's so much to celebrate, of course, in the month of May. And as we are getting closer and closer to these summer months that are going to be bringing a lot more of this that you're seeing on the screen through the Wells Fargo Skycam. A lot more sunshine and a lot more of those warmer temperatures as well. And some of those warmer conditions are actually going to be creeping in as early as tomorrow and Tuesday, with some changes ahead for the rest of the week. I'll give you all those details in my full forecast, so make sure to stick with us. But currently right now, it is 44 degrees, so yeah, a bit chillier than where we were yesterday. We're in the 30s though for Forest Grove, 36 for Hillsborough and Beaverton, 37 for King City, 41 for West Lynn, 39 for Baker City. Over east, and 32 degrees, right at that freezing degree mark for the Bend area. So daytime highs for today, 67 for the Rose City, 66 for Vancouver, and 65 degrees for Longview. We have, as I mentioned, a few changes ahead with 70s and 80s in the forecast. Will this continue? I'll let you know coming up.
Thank you, Daisy. We begin with more bodies found in our region's waterways. Last night, the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office responded to Cathedral Park to recover a body that washed ashore. This was the scene in the park after 8:15 last night, the seventh body to be recovered from Portland waterways in the past 3 weeks. And this discovery came just hours after the Sheriff's Office recovered a body from farther down the Willamette River. Here is the scene from about 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon, just north of the Steel Bridge. The next step, the medical examiner will try to identify the bodies and what killed the people. The Sheriff's Office previously said they have no reason to believe any of the deaths are connected. For more on the other recent recoveries of bodies in the river, visit our website, kgw.com. You can also download our free app, our TV app, and stream the stories on your own time at KGW+. This morning, Portland police have a suspect in custody in connection with last weekend's fatal shooting in downtown Portland. Saturday, detectives arrested Rodney Arreguin on murder and robbery charges. Investigators believe he shot and killed 44-year-old Joshua Manahan last Sunday night near South Harbor Drive and South Harrison. Manahan died of his injuries in the hospital. Up in Vancouver, homicide detectives say a victim was shot early Saturday morning. Officers were called to Southeast French Road, just west of 19th Street, shortly after 4 a.m. There, they found a man seriously hurt. He was taken to the hospital, but later died of his injuries. Detectives are looking into a report of a suspicious car in the area to see if there's any connection. A new Clackamas County Courthouse is about to open for business. It is 6 stories, more than 250,000 square feet, and could open to the public as soon as May 19th. Celine Stevens takes a look at the new $313 million building.
And this will last generations and generations.
A new and improved Clackamas County Courthouse was celebrated during Saturday's ribbon cutting. Former and current county officials, judges, and more came out to see the new building, which broke ground in early 2023. The hope for a new courthouse has been alive since the 60s.
There were 50,000 people in Oregon at the time, and all our departments at the county were in that building. Now there's over 400,000, and that building just could not accommodate that.
The need evident now more than ever due to Clackamas County's growing population, but also for safety reasons.
People walked in the same pathways as prisoners. As you know, there was no separation between the judges and the prisoners.
It's less than a foot from falling off the edge into the river. That's not going to happen most likely, but it's been a dangerous situation for years. It's a building you don't want to be in unless you have to.
The new courthouse, impressive compared to the previous one.
Well, it's about 6 stories. It's 257,000 square feet. Some people say it's opulent. It's not really opulent.
When it comes to the cost, former chair of Clackamas County Board of Commissioners Tootie Smith reaffirmed the $15 million payments per year for the courthouse will be done without raising taxes.
We save money. We implemented a chart of accounts. That means every department at Clackamas County had to allocate for every single dollar they spent. There was no wasted money.
The funding also came from a 50% match from the state. The expectation, once it opens on May 19th, that it'll serve the community for the next several decades.
It's very, very indicative of Clackamas County, and I'm very proud of that.
As for what happens to the old courthouse, that's still a question. A committee made up of people from Oregon City and the county are preparing a list of recommendations for the board. Doctors have new warnings about measles as vaccination rates drop and case numbers rise. Catherine Cook talked to a local pediatrician about what parents need to know.
We thought measles was virtually eliminated in the U.S., so to see these numbers is quite alarming.
Dr. Scott Spencer is a pediatrician at Pediatric Associates of the Northwest. Like most physicians, he's encouraging parents to get the MMR vaccine to prevent the measles.
We know it's safe and effective.
But numbers from the CDC suggest some people are still refusing to get the vaccine. As of Friday, 29 states have reported 884 confirmed measles cases and 3 deaths. That includes at least 5 cases in Washington, but none in Southwest Washington, and so far no confirmed cases in Oregon in 2025. Dr. Spencer warns the unvaccinated are at high risk of catching the contagious virus.
The flu can infect on average 3 other people if you get the flu. Measles can infect 20 other people if you get measles, and it can harbor in a room for up to 2 hours.
For Hannah Schoen-Riesberg, facts like that informed her decisions around son Julian.
He's up to date on all his vaccines. We haven't held back on any of that, and he's never had a bad vaccine reaction either.
What does concern her is a lot of what health experts are calling misinformation, specifically some shared by Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He recently suggested alternatives to the measles vaccine, including vitamin A as an effective treatment for the virus.
Vitamin A, while it is a treatment for measles, is only really recommended if you have severe measles in the United States and only if under medical guidance.
In fact, the CDC warns overuse of vitamin A can lead to toxicity and cause damage to the liver, bones, central nervous system, and skin. Dr. Spencer circles back to his original advice, backed by 60 years of success.
In history, the reason we invented these vaccines is to prevent children from dying and having serious problems. And to see them come back is really terrifying.
Catherine Cook, KGW News.